good? Welcome back to my channel. Look at my hair. I've been telling everybody that I'm Bob Marley's... Bob Marley. It's not a good start. I've been telling everyone that I'm Bob Marley's daughter. Or niece. And this hair's giving Rihanna. This hair... Tell me this hair's not giving Rihanna when she had locks. Obviously hers were like mad thick. No, I don't like that. Anyway guys, if you're new here, welcome. I like to talk about all things mental health. I do vlogs, I do story times, I talk personal growth. So if that's the kind of thing you like and you're into, stick around. So today's video is going to be about self-worth and how you find it. I'm gonna obviously go from experience for myself because I feel like I had no self-worth. Like my fucking all I know is from my last relationship, yeah, my self-worth in the bin with the sticks outside, in the slums, trenches. It wasn't there. I always have been taught like, or always have had it instilled in me, like to carry this self-respect for yourself and not to follow the crowd, not to worry about like what people's opinions are on you and on the decisions that you make. But then when I got into a relationship, all that went out the window. That's why you got to pick them wisely, girls, because you don't want that. But now I'm in a point in my life where I'm just so peaceful, I'm so happy, I'm so content. Like I just want to give now to people, like especially the girls, like who can relate to me, or who are in situations that I've been in, or you know, need advice, whatever the case may be. That's why I'm here today. So let's get into the video. All right, so the first step I would personally say to helping you find your self-worth and your self-value comes from boundaries. You need boundaries. Learn how to say no and stand on that no. Stand on it. Because what people will do is they'll be like, no, like I'm not comfortable doing that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. 5 minutes later, you're doing it. No, that's not how boundaries work. Your boundary is, I don't want to do that. That makes me uncomfortable. No. And that's it. No negotiating. We don't negotiate boundaries around here. They're yours. You have them for a reason. They're in place for a reason. So that's probably a very important thing, because if people can cross your boundaries and disrespect your boundaries, you've already lost. You've already lost. Like, there's a power in being able to say no and having people respect it. It's good for you. The right people will never shame you for upholding your boundaries, because if they're anything like you, if you're like-minded people, they're going to be happy that you've got some boundaries and you're saying no to people, including them in life. Especially where I'm at now, I'm all about personal growth, learning, development. Like I'm not trying to have this mindset of, oh, I don't want to change. No. Part of changing is sometimes you might slightly disappoint some people. They might not be happy with your no. And then, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where there's people that don't like your no, you need to question their position in your life, because why does it bother you so much that I don't want to do something? Like, go and do what you want to do. Let me do what I want to do. Like, why are you so bothered about it? Something's not right with them when they're mad at you, or like they're mad at you for your boundaries. Like something's not right with them, and that's not your problem. So don't be worried about disappointing people. I think you have to live for yourself. Your 20s are not for wasting. And then there's a thing in society where it's like everybody feels like they've got to be doing the same thing to be accepted. And no. It's really the people that don't be doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, and the people that be winning in life, unfortunately. And the quicker you realise that, the quicker your life will get better. Okay, my next point is learning to let go. Let go of whatever it is that you know you shouldn't be holding on to. And yes, I mean the man. I mean the man as well. Let him go. As a woman, you should not be giving more to a man than you're receiving. The whole point of having a man in your life is having a man that is able to provide, produce, give you something. Men give you something and then you return what they give you and more. Like, that's the whole point. So if there's a man around you that's just taking, let him go. You can find someone else. Bro, 8 billion people in the world. Pick him. Go find him. It's not you. When feelings are involved, yes, it's difficult. But again, it's about knowing yourself. Would you, if you could look at yourself and watch yourself on a screen and see how you're being treated by someone, you know, would you allow that? Or are you comfortable watching your own story? If you're not, then what are you doing? But yeah, learn to let the man go, learn to let the friend go, learn to let the family member go, learn to let the situation go. Like, not everything in life needs a reaction. That's something I've learned. I used to react to everything. Like, I used to put all my energy into trying to convince people who I was, like what kind of person I am, like just forcing them to see my worth, see my value. And the truth is that you can't force anyone to see your value. It has to come from within. What you have within will just exude out into the universe. I'm telling you, people will know. If you start living your life and not giving a fuck, doing your thing, letting the argument you had go with whoever the fuck it was, letting the job loss go, stressing is only going to make it worse. Like, you need to learn how to manage these situations when they come in. Like, learn that, okay, this is an obstacle, but it's possible for me to jump over it. You know what I mean? It's not like it's fucking 17 meters long. Like, you're able to get over it. You've got over worse. A little bump in the road, it's nothing, it's minor. So learn to look at life like that. Like, it's just a little stepping stone that you've got to step over to get to the next thing that's waiting for you, you know? Because I feel like the energy that you're giving to people sometimes, it's not fair on yourself. Like, that energy that you're taking to convince people to stick around in your life, or that is eating you up so much that you are, you know, you're in a bad mood all day, or, you know, you're just letting it get to you when you're literally in control of your own body and your own mind. Like, something can bother you for a second. I really do believe in sitting in your feelings and letting them come through. But once you realize what the fuck they are and you've recognized the situation for what it is, let it go and move on. Take that energy that you have and put it back into yourself. Once you do that, you'll start feeling your confidence again, I'm telling you now. No doubt. Okay, my next point is to find hobbies and interests that make you happy. Like, for example, my interests and hobbies are fitness, fashion, food, and my fur babies. They're an interest and hobby. Like, I don't know. If I'm ever feeling emotionally like distressed, they're the first to come for me. I'm sad. Well, Chico is the cat. She'll come over about half an hour later when I'm already feeling fine. By going to the gym, because it has something I've always been interested. Anyone who knows me knows I'm into fitness. I used to do athletics when I was a kid. I used to dance when I was little as well. I used to do lots of physical activity when I was a kid, and that's always stuck with me. So I knew that one thing I wanted to do when I first came out of my relationship was I wanted to put on weight. I had literally gone from a size 10 to a size 6. And I was so unhappy with my body. I looked like a skeleton. I just had a flashback. I was not looking cute then. And I knew that would help me feel better. If I had more weight on, back to how I used to look, I knew that I would feel better. So that's what I done. I started going to the gym. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it took a while. Probably the last year, I'd say the last year and a bit, I've like been taking it really seriously. Before that, I was kind of still in depression. You know, I was broke and that, so I wasn't there. But now, like, I'm on the right track. My weight is really good. I'm consistently going to the gym. I'm seeing improvements in my body all the time. Like, my clothes are starting to like get tight. You know, when you put your jeans on and they're too tight. Too much ass in them jeans. That's what I'm like right now. Because I don't really wear jeans, so the fact that I wore jeans today and they were like hugging me. I said, Alicia, you're on the way. So that's one hobby that I have. I also like fashion. I've been getting more into my fashion, guys. And that includes hair, because hair is part of fashion. Fight your mum about it, because it is. So yeah, I've been like wanting to try more different hairstyles. I think last video I was maybe blonde. Well, not blonde, but it was going kind of orange, to be honest with you. But I had different colour hair, I'm pretty sure. But now I'm brunette and I've got locks and I love them so much. I've been trying like to do accessories more, but now I'm like taking the time to like put outfits together. Like, I'll take 10-15 minutes to plan the outfit, like put the earrings with the bracelet and with the top and the jeans and the shoes and the bag. I'll display it on my bed, like to make sure it looks good. Like if I want to wear gold jewelry or silver jewelry, like that's me right now, and that gives me confidence and makes me feel good. Yeah, it just helps me realize my value. When you look good, you feel good, and that's something that I take a lot of pride in my appearance. Like when I get confidence in my body, I like it. I've already done the healing work to find my own validation. Like I don't need anyone validating me. Is this flipping cat doing a poo right in the middle of this fucking video? Get it over with, love. Hurry up. I think she's doing a wee. Please don't be a poo. I think it's a poo. If it's a poo, we're gonna be here a while. She'll like zoom out like a flipping weirdo when she's done. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. She was doing the most. I don't need anyone validating me. I already have done the work to find my own confidence, like my own, like I have good self-esteem now. I just enjoy showing off my hard work. Another hobby that I have is food. I really enjoy cooking, baking as well. I enjoy putting things together, making them look cute. That kind of, I guess for me, it kind of all wraps into one. Like my creativity is a lot, like when it comes to food, my creativity is a lot to do with aesthetically pleasing things. Like if the plate looks good, I feel good about the plate looking good. Not all the time, but most of the time I like that. So I enjoy food, like one, so it can look good, also so it can taste good as well. Because if it doesn't taste good, then I'm not gonna enjoy it, am I? But yeah, that's also something that I would do. Like I would romanticize my food a lot. That would help me feel like I'm giving myself love. I have taken a lot of interest in what I have been putting in my body, because I have had health issues, and I know now that these health issues were caused by stress, like chronic stress. I'm an anxious girl, and I know that that was part of it. I'm in my mind a lot. Your mind and your gut are connected. So that was also part of the reason why I got into food and health and stuff. I've actually managed to heal myself. I healed my issues that I had because I had gut issues, and they've completely cleared up now. And I had them for over a year. And the doctors told me, like, you have to take the medication. If you don't take the medication, it can get worse and develop into something else. And I said, I don't believe that. I'm so sorry. You're telling me that I got, because they tried to say that I was like predisposed to it. How can I be predisposed if nobody in my family has ever struggled with anything like this before in their lives? Stop lying to me. Like, you just want me to take the medication just so you can say that you told me to take the medication and your job be done. No, I'm going to heal myself. And that's what I told them on the phone. I said, you can give me the medication, prescribe it to me. I'm going to take it, but I ain't going to use it. Unless like I can try and heal myself and it's not working, then I will do it. But I'm going to try and heal myself. And that's what I did. And that's what I done. I healed myself. I don't need to take no medication. I don't have any flare-ups. I don't have any symptoms. I am good. And that's because I stopped stressing. And if I did stress, I'd only stress for a small amount of time, and then I would tell myself, remind myself who the fuck I am, get the fuck back up, and back to business. And I'm telling you now, if you incorporate all these healthy habits into your life, you will feel good. Move your fucking body. Put good food into you. Socialize. Take care of your appearance. All of these things, I promise you, if you have any like stress-related conditions, these will help. Guaranteed. You also have to stay disciplined. Discipline. It's so hard. Like I said with gym, it was so hard for me to get into that thing of like, okay, I'm going to go 3 times a week and not negotiate that. Like, even today, I was supposed to go gym today, I never went today. But I'm not hard on myself about it. Don't be hard on yourself about it if you cannot go when you say you're going to go. But just make sure the next time you go and you put in the work. Don't just be all sloppy in the fucking gym and just doing nothing. Get there and just move. Just move. And every time you move a bit more. You know what I mean? Like, every time you go. Staying disciplined is very important. That consistency to just... It will develop. I feel like being disciplined will turn into consistency. Because there'll be days where you don't want to go, but you know what the bigger goal is. You know what you're trying to achieve. And set these personal goals for yourself. And don't make them so big. Make little, small goals for you to set. Like, it can just literally be, I'm going to go to the gym today. That can be your personal goal. And if you go to the gym, you've done it. Write it down, tick it off. Okay. And then you can do like, go twice a week. Tick it off once you've done it. Like, your goals don't need to be, I need to put on 10 kg by next month. Like, no, that's not, no. Like, you don't need to work hard all the time. Sometimes it's the pace that you go is what builds consistency. It's not about the speed. The next one is therapy. Therapy. I just want everyone to go to therapy, please. Everyone needs therapy. Just go. Like, there's something you can talk about with a therapist. But I feel like, obviously, the therapy mainly is for the people who struggle really bad with like getting their life together, and who are just really depressed, and you know are just struggling to like do the basics. If that's you, go and seek therapy. Go and seek therapy, because if you find a good therapist, that therapist will literally tell you why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And I feel like that's what everybody just wants to know. Like, you know, you have those bad days and you're like, why am I feeling like this? I don't know what's going on. Like, I just want to feel happy. Go to therapy. The therapist's job is to tell you why you're behaving the way you're behaving, why you're reacting the way you're reacting, and why you are the way you are. And if you really want to improve and grow and develop in life as a person, you should do it. Because it's necessary. I feel like that was like a pivotal point in my life when I went to therapy. When that therapist sat me down and said, Alicia, you're low-key the problem. You ain't the problem for majority, but you are low-key the problem. You are your own worst enemy. Because I would stress about things I have no need to stress about. I would also react in ways that were not appropriate for the situation. And my therapist just she would G-check me, and she would just be like, look, this is what you need to do. This is what's wrong with you. This is how you do it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say a therapist is good. It's not like they're going to transform your life for you. You've got to do it, but they can give you the knowledge that you can take away and then research. I put a lot of research into my PTSD and anxiety and depression. Everything that was wrong with me, I would research about. And once you learn, you know, you can improve. It's as simple as that. So go to therapy, please. Please, if it's anything that you do, just do it. Because I'm telling you, I was that person that didn't ever want to go to therapy. I didn't think I needed it. But you do. I think using your friends and your family as a crutch, as an emotional crutch, is not always the best thing. It's a good thing. It is. But sometimes your traumas could be so severe that your friend and family can't help you. They're not professionals. You need professional help. When you go through traumas like sexual assault, domestic abuse, any kind of abuse, any kind of violence, any kind of traumatic situation that's happened to you in your life, maybe a car crash or some kind of, you've been robbed, anything like that, professional help is needed. Your friends and your family can support you. They can be there for you, but advising you and helping you move forward there's certain things that they just can't do, that you need professional help for. So my next point is learning to cut people off. Cutting people out of your life is inevitable. It's choosing which people you need to cut out is the most important part of cutting people off. For me, dead weight in your life will only sink you. If they're serving you no real importance, if they are bringing no positivity into your life, if they're only taking, you need to cut them off. And let me tell you this, just because you're lonely doesn't mean you should hang on to people that don't deserve you. Be lonely. You'll thank yourself, trust me. I've been lonely for 5 long years. But it's okay because now I love myself and I'm so at peace with being on my own. I find comfort in being alone. I enjoy leaving anyone and then going home and relaxing because I can relax in my own space, in my own mind, in my own house with, you know what I mean, with myself. A lot of people can't do that and that's scary. Most of the time you're keeping people around and you're still not happy. So wouldn't you rather be lonely? Because at least you could just be happy on your own. I would rather be on my own and unhappy than with someone that's making me unhappy stay with me. No. I ain't doing that. You see how it doesn't make sense? Sometimes you've got to take your feelings out of things and use logic. That's something men are very good at doing. We women need to do that as well. We need to take our feelings out of things and look at the facts. And be rational. Like, logically, this is not the right thing to do. And if you was to give your advice to someone who is in the same situation you're in, you would tell them to not do it either. So take your own advice, listen to yourself. If you have thought about cutting someone off like multiple times, I'd say like at least 3 times, and you haven't done it, you need to do it. Because why has it even come to your mind 3 times that you need to cut them off? If that's how many times it's come to you, this person's not good for you. They're obviously doing something that you don't like, and either uphold your boundaries and let them know what they're doing is wrong. And if they can't respect it, they're not respecting it, or you're still not happy, just cut them off. You'll be happier. I don't know why people don't do it. It's easy. Like, you'll be much better. I'm telling you now. Don't believe me, you don't want to, but that helped me. Next point is learning to check yourself. Learning to hold yourself accountable is one of the key things to finding your self-worth and your value. Sorry, I thought someone was looking at my house and I was wondering what they were looking at. If you are not ready to be taught or you're not ready to learn about yourself and tell yourself, I know I'm not perfect, I know that I'm the one that could have probably dealt with certain situations in a better way and I want to do better, let your ego go. Ego is something for children. Children care about ego. They care about proving a point. They care about what people think of them. When we are fucking grown, you don't give a fuck. So ego needs to leave the building. Pride needs to get the fuck on. You fucked up. You put yourself in this situation. Hold yourself accountable. Take it in. It might hurt you in the beginning because you're going to feel shit. You're going to feel like you're dumb, you're stupid. You're going to be angry about it. But you're human. You are human and these things are normal. Everybody makes mistakes. So the quicker you realize that you've made a mistake, the quicker you can get over it and find solutions and do better. Because a big part of my healing journey was checking myself and being like, you know what? You didn't handle this situation the best way, Alicia. Like, next time do this. You're tired of being unhappy. You're tired of being angry. You're tired of being so reactive. You're tired of being a shit person. Do better. Another thing I would suggest is like reading books on self-worth, self-value, personal development, better quality of life, like motivational books like that I would suggest to read. If you want any suggestions, just let me know. Podcasts, watching things on YouTube to help with whatever situation you're going through. Like, I would just type in, there'll be times when I was severely depressed and I wouldn't even want to fucking make my bed, and I wouldn't even want to wash the dishes, and I wouldn't want to clean my house, and I wouldn't want to change my underwear, I wouldn't want to brush my teeth, I wouldn't want to wash my face. And I I told myself I want to be better, so I decided to watch YouTube videos on like morning routines, organizing and cleaning videos, things like that. And that would like spark something in me to be like, okay, if they can do it, they can do it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? And it seems to be working for them, so why wouldn't it work for me? And that helps a lot, not gonna lie. Do that. That's really, and it's free. YouTube is free. Just go on there. Whatever situation you're in, there's a video about it. Go and find it on YouTube and it will help. I'm telling you now. God strike me down. Also, older people. If you've got older people in your life that are mature and positive influence, stick with them. They're wise. They can give you good advice. Having young friends sometimes is not, it's not good. And if you've got friends that are younger than you, like talking 19, 18, 17, and they're your friends, like you're hanging out with them all the time, and you're like over 25 or near 25, stop. You don't need to be having those little friends as your friends, especially if they're not mature for their age and they're out here doing foolishness, because then you're going to be a fool with them at your big age. Okay, and I think my last point for today, because this is already been a long one and the editing is going to be long, finding your independence. Understand that you are very capable of improving your own life without the help of anyone. It's nice to depend on people if they are capable of that strain. If they are able to help you while helping themselves, then great. But if you're depending on a person or people who can't even help themselves, how the hell are they going to help you? Think about it. Think about it. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your cup needs to be flowing, gushing, like a shower. It needs to be non-stop water coming, like this. Non-stop water coming out. It can't just be full, because then if you're pouring and pouring and pouring, next thing you're going to be empty. It needs to be flowing. And then you can, pour into people. So yeah, if you're depending on someone whose cup is empty, don't expect them to be able to help you, because it's just not possible. I'm sorry. And if you go through all these steps that I'm giving you today and you do a few of them, I promise you, give it time. Don't rush the process. It's taken me this long to get it now, but it's so worth it. So take the time to do these things, and I promise you'll see results. Like, you'll start feeling better in your mind. Thank me later. That's all I've got to say. All right, guys, and that's it. That's my video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, let me know your thoughts and your feelings, what you want to hear from me next. Like, share, comment, all that business. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Okay, bye.